You ever finish an anime and just sit there for a minute, not knowing what to do next? That's when you know it wasn't just good, it was something different. Because some anime aren't carried by fights or flashy animation, they're carried by storytelling. The kind that pulls you in slowly, then completely takes over. The kind that messes with your head, hits you emotionally, and makes you care way too much about characters that aren't even real. And once you experience stories like that, regular anime just doesn't hit the same anymore. So if you're tired of predictable plots and want something that actually leaves an impact, here are the top 10 anime with storytelling so good, they'll ruin average shows for you. Let's get into it.
もし太陽も星も動かなかったら
じゃあ今まさに空を動いているのは何なんです？
地球だ。
地動説。
Starting off the list at number 10, we have Orb, on the movements of the Earth. You're in medieval Europe, where there is theory that the Earth revolves around the sun. These scholars, whom society branded as heretics, just want to study the truth. Instead, they get the Dark Souls treatment. Persecuted, hunted, and threatened with execution for daring to think differently. The anime switches between multiple characters, and while there's no single protagonist, each person brings something unique to the story. Every episode keeps you on edge, wondering, will they get burned at the stake? Or will they survive to write another equation? This anime brilliantly takes something as simple as the Earth moves and transforms it into the most intense high-stakes rebellion you've ever seen. It's like Death Note, but instead of writing names, they're writing scientific theories that could literally get them killed. The drama, the passion, the sheer intellectual flexing, it's all incredible. If you love underdog stories, science, and brainy badasses standing up against a world that wants them silenced, On the Movements of the Earth will blow your mind.
That's fine by me.
This isn't some game, kid. You're seriously gonna end up dead if you keep fighting!
No way am I gonna quit now.
At number 9, we have Megalobox. This is that underdog boxing story, but with serious style. Think Rocky, but instead of just fists, fighters use high-tech gear to boost their power. The story follows Joe, also known as Junk Dog, a fighter stuck throwing matches in underground rings just to survive, until he crosses paths with the champion Yuri. That one moment changes everything. Joe decides to stop playing it safe, steps into the spotlight, and starts climbing through the Megalonia tournament, doing it his own way. The vibe here is raw, gritty visuals, old-school hip-hop energy, and a story built on pure determination. If you love underdog stories with heart and attitude, this one hits hard.
からみんなとクラスメイトになる小宮君だ。
走るの好きなの？僕何もないから。この世界にはすごく簡単なルールがあるんだ。大抵のことは100メートルを誰よりも速く走れば全部解決。
At number 8, we have a movie, 100 Meters. Right from the start, what stands out is the animation. The running scenes are incredibly smooth and realistic. You can feel every stride, every breath, every push forward. It's simple on the surface, but visually it's done beautifully. And what makes it even more impressive is that the entire concept revolves around running. No distractions, no gimmicks, just pure focus on movement and competition. The story follows Togashi, a naturally gifted runner who wins without effort. But everything changes when he meets Komiya, someone with no technique but relentless determination. What starts as guidance slowly turns into rivalry. Years later, they face each other again on the track, this time with everything on the line. It's a story about talent versus hard work, growth, and the true meaning of winning. Simple idea, but executed in a way that really pulls you in. If you appreciate storytelling and animation that elevates everything, this is one you should definitely give a shot. Coming in at number 7, we have Bacano. I'm gonna be honest, you're not going to understand what's happening at first, and that's completely fine, because this anime throws you straight into chaos. Mobsters, alchemists, immortals, everything happening at once, all told out of order. It feels confusing at the start, but trust me, that's part of the experience. It's like a puzzle. Every random moment, every wild scene, it all connects later in the most satisfying way possible. From immortals tearing each other apart to a train ride that turns into pure madness, And somehow, in the middle of all that, you've got two chaotic thieves stealing the show. It's fast, stylish, unpredictable, and seriously underrated. When you're done with this anime, you will thank me. At number 6, we have Dororo. Some stories grab you by the heart from the very first scene, and Dororo is one of them. It begins with Daigo Kagamitsu, a ruthless warlord so hungry for power that he makes a pact with demons, offering up his unborn son in exchange for prosperity. The child is born without limbs, eyes, ears, or even skin, nothing but a living sacrifice. Left to die, he's saved by a kind medicine man who outfits him with prosthetics and weapons, giving him a chance to survive in a world that had already rejected him. That boy, later known as Hyakimaru, sets out on a brutal journey. Every time he slays one of the demons who stole from him, he regains a piece of his body. It's a quest for survival, but also for identity, as he struggles to reclaim not just what was taken from him, but what it means to be human. With haunting visuals, raw emotion, and unforgettable characters, Dororo carves its place among the greatest completed anime stories ever told.
Vagrant Mugen! Vagrant and Ronin Jin! Are you ready to grovel at my feet and beg for forgiveness?
Coming in at number 17, we have Samurai Champloo. Some anime just ooze style, and Samurai Champloo is the definition of that. Set in an alternate Edo period Japan, it throws together three complete opposites. Mugen, a wild breakdance swordsman who fights like chaos itself. Jin, a calm and disciplined ronin with deadly precision. And Fu, a determined girl on a mission to find the samurai who smells of sunflowers. Samurai Champloo fuses historical fiction, action-adventure, comedy, and hip-hop, forging a unique and striking style. The fights are insane, fast, raw, and beautifully animated. This anime isn't just another samurai tale, it's an experience, one that still feels fresh no matter how many times you revisit it.
分かっていたのに。
あなたはやはり優しい子です。
僕の故郷の花でね。
なんでもっと
とても美しいんだ。
知ろうと思わなかったんだろう。
フリーレン。いつか君に見せてあげたい。
At number 4, we have Frieren, Beyond Journey's End. Most fantasy stories end with, and they lived happily ever after. But Frieren begins right after that. The Demon King is defeated. The journey is over. Peace has returned. But what happens next? For Frieren, an immortal elf, those years with her party were just a brief moment. For her human companions, it was their entire life. And when she returns years later, she realizes something painful. She never truly understood them, especially Himmel. What follows isn't a quest to defeat evil. It's a quiet journey of reflection. A story about time, memory, and the emotions we fail to understand until it's too late. It's calm, slow, and deeply emotional, but every moment hits. With beautiful animation and subtle, meaningful storytelling, Frieren doesn't try to impress you loudly. It quietly stays with you. Coming off at number 3, we have The Lord of the Mysteries. Step into a world where reality and mystery are constantly colliding. Joe Mingrui awakens as Klein Moretti in a Victorian-era city filled with fog, secrets, and hidden dangers. Because this isn't just history. It's a world where science and the supernatural exist side by side. Beyond her potions, tarot cards, sealed artifacts, every power comes with a cost. As Klein gets pulled into powerful churches and secret organizations, he begins unlocking abilities that tie him to a mysterious identity, the Fool, a symbol of limitless potential and unknown danger. This is where the story really stands out. It's layered, smart, and constantly keeps you guessing. Every detail matters. Every reveal hits harder. With its dark, gothic atmosphere and deep world building, this isn't just a mystery. It's an experience you get lost in.
誰もがそう確信した。だが
Crush! Nani? Wareru! Wareru!
Closing in at number 2, we have Kaiji, Ultimate Survivor. At first, it might seem slow, old, even a bit boring, but stick with it, and you're in for one of the most intense, gripping experiences anime has to offer. Meet Kaiji, an apathetic everyman whose life is turned upside down when a coworker fails to repay a massive debt. Suddenly, Kaiji is cornered by ruthless loan sharks, forced to pay a sum he doesn't have with no future in sight. Then comes the offer: board the luxurious Espoir, a ship that promises one night aboard and all your debts will be erased. But this isn't a getaway. What looks like a simple night of gambling quickly becomes a high-stakes battlefield of strategy, trust, and betrayal. Every move could cost more than money. It could cost Kaiji his life. As the series unfolds, Kaiji faces one mind-bending gamble after another, navigating manipulation, deception, and the darkest corners of human greed. Each decision tests his wits, courage, and sheer will to survive. Kaiji isn't just an anime, it's an experience. The tension is unbearable. The stakes are real. The thrill is unmatched. If you're craving suspense, strategy, and storytelling that grips you like nothing else, Kaiji is your ultimate ride.
見ての通りです。殺人が起こったんですよ、スティールさん。何者かがレース中の彼らを殺害した。セカンドステージは総距離約750マイルの長距離レースだ。
At number 1, we have JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, a legendary anime that spans generations of the Joestar family. Choosing which part deserves the top spot wasn't easy. The series is long, bizarre, and wildly creative. Its art style is iconic and instantly recognizable, unique, bold, and full of flair. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but that's exactly what makes it unforgettable. Right now is the perfect time to jump in, especially with Steel Ball Run airing, arguably one of the most thrilling arcs in the entire series. JoJo can be polarizing. Its style, its poses, its over-the-top battles aren't for everyone. But the storytelling, the creativity, and the sheer ambition of the series make it one of the most celebrated anime of all time. And that's our list of the 10 anime with the best storytelling. Which one grabbed you the most? Let me know your favorite in the comments below. If you haven't already, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss our anime content. If you loved this, check out this video for the top 15 best completed anime of all time. Or, if you're a fan of Attack on Titan, you have to check out this video. 33 jaw-dropping details you probably didn't notice. I'll be back soon with another countdown, so until then, keep enjoying the amazing world of anime.